is Hines on the toss play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a second down throw for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
All right, now look at 56.
On 3rd down, Vick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Buying time to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard.
On 2nd down, Davis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Malone. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They begin the drive with Hines. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 3rd down, that's Hines. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
A 2nd down throw for Vic. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling. He's got it with the 15. The gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
They'll try to run with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Flushed out right. For a right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Harris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Spinning away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Vic operating on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, That's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. This is Hines. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Vick on 2nd down, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here we go now.
They'll try to run for it with Penny. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops up 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So here's Vick following the interception. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. On 2nd down, Vick again, eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Welcome back now here in London. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And they rattle off a big one. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. In for the score. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Gone!
2nd down, Vic. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penning. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Set! 3-19!
From the gun, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off the play fake, Vic. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They run with Harris, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Gone, 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 gone. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Gone, 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 gone. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Vick. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Vick readies to throw.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The 15 yards through the air and a first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for London, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3.